Bonjour et bienvenue à FDW saison 3.
Ça va?
Je te dirai ça va, Jose.
If you hadn't guessed, it's Backlash in France.
We've gone continental.
Whoop whoop. Bringing out the pastries.
Yep. We've got a croissant, the full beret, the full tash, the full bifters.
French stick. Here we go.
Indeed. This is FDW season 3. Don't adjust your sets. You've not got the French commentary team.
We were trying something new.
We did. I mean, we've gone global, Jose, this season. That's going to be a running theme throughout many of the shows this year.
Absolutely, and we are kicking it off in France for Backlash, and we're kicking it off in style. Number 1 contender for the FDW Women's Champion. Brought to you by Prime.
You've got to get the sponsors out there. And this is kicking things off in a big way. 2 huge stars who have made a fantastic start to season 3.
Yep, we know Tegan Knox. We love her. She's the pillar of FDW.
But someone looking to knock down those pillars, just the irresistible force, Nia Jax.
Absolutely. Both women with eyes on the prize.
Nia more so than anyone else, I would argue, after her performance last week. Just a beaten, bloody mess.
It was a knockdown slugfest. That's the only way you can describe it.
I hope Tegan Knox has got her fighting boots on.
She's going to need a hell of a mouth guard and head gear to keep herself safe.
She goes straight for the collar and elbow tie up here on Nia Jax. Winner of this match will get Tiffany Stratton at a later date.
Absolutely, yet to be determined when or where, but it will happen.
As Tegan Knox there, bringing Nia Jax down to the mat. And that appears to be her MO so far.
Tegan's not going to be able to outpower Nia Jax here. She's going to have to rely on her speed and technique, which is what she demonstrated a few weeks back against Sonya Deville. Lots of submissions and general technique.
She goes bouncing off of Nia Jax there, just not having none of it, hitting the elbow.
Meanwhile, Nia Jax displaying what brought her to the party, pure strength.
Beef!
Beef.
Jax just imposing her will on the Technicolor Dream. As blood has been spilled. Maybe she's been having a word with Bronson backstage, like, go on then, how do you do it? How do you get championships so easy?
I was going to say, Nia Jax was the one split open last time, but this time Tegan Knox really struggling here.
She bruises like a peach.
Yep, she's been completely poleaxed by Nia Jax, unable to get any momentum.
There's that hubris starting to go to Tegan Knox's head, but Nia Jax just gorilla pressing Tegan Knox.
I don't know if it's hubris.
Orbit.
It's not through lack of trying. Nia Jax just complete control here.
If I'm Tiffany Stratton, I'm concerned.
Absolutely, this is unlike anyone we've seen on the show before.
Huge power bomb there.
I would say she rivals Raquel Rodriguez in the power department.
Yeah, and we've seen powerful women. We've seen the likes of Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair throughout the history of FDW. Belair with her dominant run in season 2.
Absolutely, and
Tegan looking to replicate her dominant run in season 1. Sorry.
I mean, absolutely, take nothing away from Tegan Knox. She became the pillar of FDW for a reason.
Thing is this just a harbinger of things to come? We've seen it.
Changing of the guard.
Beginning dominant in season 1, going on a huge run. Same with Belair. Is this just the genesis of Jax?
It's all good for the channel, all good for the brand. But Tegan now trying to fight her way back into this.
She's going to have to use that ring awareness.
She is who she is.
Yep. She can go long when she needs to. I think the longer this match goes, the more it favours Tegan Knox as the ref gets into position It's a little slow on the count there. She needs some of Doug's special powder.
Yeah. Doug's wife.
Yep.
Debbie.
Can't think of a... I was going to think of a female name for Doug.
Oh.
Doug and Deb. Choke slam there from Tegan Knox, and that is what has secured her championships in the past. And will it be enough here tonight?
Just
Count
a one.
of one. I can't remember the last time I saw someone kick out of Tegan Knox's choke slam that early.
Well, there wasn't a lot of height on that choke slam, I'll be honest. But
it's a lot of weight to bring up a shiniest wizard. Could be enough to do it.
That be what it takes. As the ref slaps
the ref clearly on the take here, looking to help Tegan Knox to it. I'll even put in a cheeky slap.
Just clubbing blows from the ref to Nia Jax.
Blatant as Tegan Knox hits a soaring elbow.
Might need to do some investigation here, but
and it's
Tegan
enough.
Knox with the win.
She wipes the sweat from her brow, and it was touch and go there for a minute, Tegan.
She had a hell of a storm to weather, and she's looking worse for wear.
Christ, that is a vision. She has fought for that one, and that was just for the #1 contendership.
I was going to say, I think Tiffany Stratton may have dodged a bullet there.
Both these women have bled just for the chance. I mean, what are they going to do when they get Tiffany Stratton?
Make the most of it while you can, Tiffany. Make the most of it while you can.
Yep, keep your head on a swivel. Now, I've clicked next match, and I immediately regret that decision, because this is the offering from SmackDown. We don't care about SmackDown. It's a hell of an offering, yeah. We'll skip all that, because we don't care about SmackDown.
No, it's a...
It's DDP versus Solo Sikoa for the Intercontinental Championship. Because of course it is.
With the rest of the bloodline in tow, Tomatonga and Tonga Loa.
Or a lot of the bloodline. There is a lot of Samoan influence this season.
It's a Samoan heavy game, this one.
Very Samoan heavy. We'll simulate that in the interest of time. And Solo Sikoa retained. Happy days. Tag action, the bloodline lost to the Creeds.
Oh.
And the offering from Monday Night Raw.
Oh, I forgot Raw's roster.
So in the draft, just, full disclosure here, we did Raw and Smackdown by complete random draw. We stuck every name on the game into a random wheel, spun it, and the amount of legends that Raw picked.
I think Raw is 90% legends, as you can see by this triple threat they've
This is
going.
the mid-card.
Yeah. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the Great Muta.
They're looking to crown a US champion, seeing as it was vacated. And of course brother!
I am a real American.
But back to the reason you really come here this evening.
FDW action.
Purple stuff.
Now, obviously, if you saw the Go Home show, Obafemi took on Carlito in an underground match. Carlito got the best of him in that one, and you'd think it was all over, but no, Obafemi has demanded a rematch.
And he's coming out rather ominously.
Yep, backlit, just to accentuate his physique.
The man from
I was
Nigeria.
about to say he looks like a video game character, but then he technically is.
Words fail you, Jose.
They always do.
So these two clearly not done with each other, or more so Obafemi not done with Carlito.
No. I think Obafemi's kind of protecting his pride here. He asked for the underground match last week, believing it was his to lose, and well, he lost.
Yep. So he's asked for the Extreme Rules match this week as well.
Carlito only too happy to accept.
Doesn't get much more extreme than an apple.
Exactly. He's already got a weapon in hand.
He's coming well equipped.
He spits in the face of people who don't want to.
Shamon Carlito.
Obafemi with some character protection to be done.
Referee Charles Robinson calling for the bell here as Carlito immediately comes out the gate swinging. Just that quickness.
Just like last time, taking it straight to Obafemi.
Carlito, a veteran of the game, Femi's going to have to dig deep. Carlito comes off the second rope with a flying crossbody.
Beautiful. Obviously couldn't do that last time because the ropes were not there.
Still
So
didn't stop Doug doing a rope break though, did it?
It didn't. But we're going to see more of Carlito's offense here with his ropes in play.
But that being said, we're likely to see more of Obafemi's offense with it being Extreme Rules. He can use weapons.
Absolutely. It's going to be an interesting one.
It's all legal.
It's all legal. It's all fun. It's all FDW.
Way. As Obafemi has a little bit of a run around.
Yeah. Stretching his legs, getting warmed up.
Yeah. A bit of a jog.
Brings Carlito to the outside. It is everything goes, but the pinfall submission must take place in between the ropes.
Very true. I'm fully expecting blood to be spilled this match.
Well, there was blood last in the Tegan Knox match. There's got to be.
And there it is. As Carlito just boots over across the face.
It would appear that every wrestler in FDW has rice paper skin.
It's going to be a very bloody season. Stay tuned.
Yep, I hope you've invested in stain remover.
Everyone just coming out in full bandages each week, just like, stop, I've got no more blood.
Where WrestleMania, we're just wheeling out full body casts.
Coming out like the stuntman from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Speaking of stuntman, Carlito flying off the top rope. And that is high risk.
Carlito well and truly having Oba's number here. Femi mustering very little offense.
Kick to the midsection. Corkscrew neckbreaker from Carlito, and that was enough last week. Will it be enough to secure the pin?
Not this time.
Count.
Carlito thinks about getting him up. Carlito has not gone to a weapon. Looking to finish this.
He is a weapon. Backstabber from Carlito, and that could be enough.
Finishing this
in swift fashion, Carlito.
Swift and clean. Carlito looking absolutely dangerous here on FDW.
And the pride of Obafemi must have been shattered.
Oh, he can't be happy with that.
That's an unhappy Femi.
Carlito, well done, well done.
Standing tall. This time getting it done even quicker with ropes.
And without weapons. He had the option, chose to do it clean.
Yeah, that was extreme. Didn't even need it.
Nope, not at all.
Now the next match, and your main event for this evening, for the FDW Tag Team Championship.
We've been alluding to over the last 2 weeks. The Shield have had the option to choose, and they have chosen Fraxium.
Indeed they have. They took a lay of the land.
Got to agree with Fraxium, with the Shield's choice here. Fraxium were my pick after seeing what they did on that opening show.
Yeah, they have just set the brand on fire. Axiom, a bit of a mainstay of FDW, but diversifying into the tag team division with Nathan Frazier. And Nathan Frazier has filled the boots that Ricochet has left behind, and then some.
Absolutely. I honestly think that a good show in here tonight, and Fraxium could reign champs for quite some time.
But the hurdle they have to overcome is not a small one.
No, it's more like a wall than a hurdle.
Both men former world champions.
It's like watching the 100-meter hurdles, and the last hurdle was just a brick wall. But let's not count out the spark plugs. They are fast, they are fun. They are Son of Doug.
Son of Doug! He's been at the powder.
Yes. Doug Special Powder.
Now, this is a bit of a new look for Seth Rollins this season, as he has ditched the combat gear.
And switched it up into his more flamboyant self.
The revolutionary himself.
Wearing tag gold there.
Interestingly, decided to come out on his own, and perhaps this is just the Shield looking to make their debut for Season 3. Get a bit of spotlight on themselves.
When you have such big talent in a tag, it's hard to manage that in one entrance.
The history of Rollins and Reigns
their time to shine.
The history of these two speaks for itself, though, Jose. It doesn't
It
need
does.
to be.
It does.
Doesn't need to be said.
But
None more so
Seth
than
J-
this man here since pretty much day one of season 1.
I mean, he's been on FDW because he's been consistently a champion over all these seasons.
If Tegan Knox is the mother, then he undoubtedly is the father.
Absolutely. The very beginning of FDW, the first pillar.
As the crowd serenades Seth Rollins,
And how can you not? Look at this majestic man.
the only Triple Crown champion in the history of the company.
Very deserving of his own grand entrance there.
And his
Not
tag
another man
partner.
who's deserving.
Ones to the sky.
It's Roman Reigns.
Reigns punching his way to the main event of WrestleMania. The opening match of WrestleMania and the mid-card of WrestleMania. He was WrestleMania.
He was. Hats off to him, pulling triple duty. Hell of a accomplishment.
Yeah.
He may not have come out with all the gold he wanted, but
He held on to that tag championship. Perhaps that final match against Randy Orton was just a little bit too much. He thought he could shoulder the responsibility. But now he can focus. A focused Roman Reigns is a difficult animal to overcome.
absolutely, there isn't much he can't accomplish when he sets his mind to it. And in a team with Seth Rollins, you've got to imagine that all teams going up against him are the underdogs, regardless of who they are.
And
That being said, two big egos, two big personalities, can they coexist?
that's the big question. The fact that they're coming out separately already speaks volumes. Is what we're fighting for, ladies and gentlemen.
The FDW Tag Team Championships.
Teething problems with the graphics. We'll get there.
Yeah, it did seem rather dark, but we'll sort that out. Right, let's get this thing underway. We all know why we're here. There they are. They're a bit shiny now.
That's a sight.
Beautiful gold.
And rightfully deserving to be in the main event.
Absolutely. We like to give main event status to all our titles. Anyone who's a champion on FDW is a true ambassador of our brand.
These two having remained here since season 2, they punched their spot together. And they are fighting together. But we saw
things off
the tag team unity of Fraxium in their debut match. Something we've not really seen from Seth and Roman.
No. How will the speed and high flying take on the more balanced approach? I mean, yeah, you could argue that Seth's the speed and Roman's the power, but together they're quite balanced athletes anyway.
Roman can slow it down to their pace, but we saw Seth being able to hang with the best of them, and Roman Reigns almost showing that he can do it all as well, and throwing
soaring
himself
like an eagle.
Yeah, to the outside.
Fly like an eagle.
I was thinking that. Great song.
Yeah.
Great film.
Oh.
Love a bit of
Roman
Space Jam.
Continue the
Spit shine!
Bringing it back. Count of 6 there. Don't want another count out here.
Not like this, Roman. Not like this. We saw it so many times in season 2, particularly in the tag division. As Axiom, again with that quick hot-footedness on the second rope as Roman quick tag to Seth there.
Yeah, gonna have to try and speed it up now that Axiom's in the ring.
Quick drop kick there to Seth Rollins as well. Axiom can keep that pace.
Axiom perhaps saying only one of us can wear white and gold, Seth. I gave you the memo. Ooh, but Seth's not going to take this lie down.
Schoolboy kick from Rollins. Who comes off the ropes.
Dropping the knee. Huge opportunity for Fraxium here, but they've got to keep their heads.
Swift kicks once again, but Axiom having none of it. Oh my goodness, what is that?
What an inventive pin.
Outstanding.
Win or lose, these guys are just fun to watch.
Absolute standouts already this season. But that's something that perhaps Seth Rollins was not ready for, thinking that he's seen it all.
I thought we had as well. But
Wyatt-esque pin as Seth Rollins goes to the top rope. Are we going to see a massive superplex? Yes, we are. As Seth Rollins keeps it locked in and rolls through into a Falcon's arrow.
Seth not to be outdone.
Seth made none of it, and that was very nearly a 3 count. That was late.
Was that 3? Only two.
Axiom trying to find himself a bit of space. As Seth Rollins dives to the outside, doesn't quite connect.
Axiom ducks and throws a little Superman of his own.
Forearm from Axiom there as he's in the clutches of Roman Reigns. Up into the fireman's carry, almost a Samoan drop. Oh! Just decked.
Just straight into a punch. Is he going for something flashy? Nope.
He's going through the prime.
No, the prime bottles.
Count of 6 now, and these guys have got to be careful. The champions do have the advantage with the count out. Seth will be aware of that. Axiom wisely breaking the count and keeping this match alive. But he runs into a sling blade from Seth Rollins.
Beautifully done.
Seth now getting himself a bit of space. And him being the architect, he'll have this all planned out. Every strategy.
Surely they're not going to go for a count out.
Wouldn't put it past them. We've seen it from Randy.
Axiom's going to get back to his feet.
Raking the count now. Back to the ring we go.
Well, not yet. Not yet. Axiom having a bit of struggle. There we go.
Wise tag there as Seth sees it coming, comes off the second rope, but just connects with the forearm. Does Fraser.
Wasting little time going after Seth. He's got some catching up to do.
Oh, springboard elbow.
That's the speed and quickness
Hooks
of
the leg.
Really, he may not do a lot of damage, but he throws out so many attacks.
And I think they've got Rollins caught off guard here. Rollins has been through 2 seasons of FDW, thinking that he's seen it all. Been through the likes of Punk, McIntyre, Bronson Reed, Tyler Breeze, and many, many others. Even the likes of Ricochet. But never.
If you hang with Ricochet, then Nathan Fraser is our new Ricochet.
The many incarnations of Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
But never has he come across an opponent or opponents like these two. But Reigns dragging it back down to their level now.
They are showing their dominance here.
Making them acknowledge the tribal chief.
But hats off to Fraxium. They're not standing down. They're looking at and they're going toe-to-toe with these Goliaths of the industry.
And there's that tag team offense. Just lawn darting Nathan Fraser into Roman Reigns.
There's something special of these two.
Both men now looking to come off the turnbuckle. What on earth?
Synchronized swimming.
They're just making Roman Reigns question what the hell's coming next as Axiom. Oh my days. Almost old school inverse DDT.
Some beautiful Lucha Libre moves there. Going for a cover, but Seth quick to break it up.
Championships on the line. Fraxium know this. They could be champions in their second match.
They need to keep working at it. But deservedly so, I'd say. They're really taking it to the champs here.
Falcon's arrow from Axiom. Fraser with the frog splash. We saw the inverse last time out. That just shows how on the same page these two are. Could it
Could this
be?
be-
Kick
oh.
out from Reigns.
Oh, you've got to believe.
I don't think Roman Reigns' ego can handle another loss.
No. That's very true. Roman is coming off the back of a loss. What is
That's-
that doing to his psyche?
Probably why we've
As
not
these
seen him in so long, as they just batter the tribal chief.
Just chop him down.
That never seen unity like it. The way they move around the ring together, it's insane. Axiom,
Here they go. Oh,
huge drop kick off the top rope.
I'm starting to believe the little guy can do it.
Oh, Reigns though sees it coming just with a quick counter.
And just like that, Reigns is back on top.
Dragging Axiom to his feet, hooking him up. Big suplex there.
It's these power moves. The downfall of the smaller man. Like, they can dish out quick and active punishment, but it never has the same impact.
Tag to Rollins though, and the dynamic shifts yet again.
Yep, keeping it fresh, keeping Fraxium on their toes, having to
Running
change
powerbomb,
styles.
hitting the turnbuckles on the way down. That's gotta hurt.
It's a huge problem when you've got a tag team so diverse or so balanced as Rollins and
As Seth
Reigns,
Rollins
they
looks to
just
hit the
switch
stomp. It
And there it
connects, driving Axiom's head into the mat. Will Fraser
this be
have
it.
enough wherewithal? Is Charles
Fraser's
Robinson
gonna
in the
come
way?
in.
That
Oh, the
is,
ref is in the
oh my
way.
goodness.
Fraser blocked by the ref, and Seth picks up the win for his team. A game performance by Fraxium.
We
Take nothing
believed.
away from those two.
You got to think the referee positioned himself in the perfect location there to help Rollins and Reigns.
Shenanigans afoot.
But a successful defense.
Again, big props to Fraxium there. They really hung with the big boys and showed us what they're made of.
They have found victory and defeat here this evening.
Absolutely. But can anyone dethrone this team?
Well, we're going to have to stay tuned in the coming episodes to find out, Jose.
I look forward to it. I honestly think there's going to be a team out there that's going to catch them off guard.
Well, as we look ahead to the horizon, I believe the next pay-per-view is Money in the Bank in a few episodes' time. So we have many, many things to build to before then. We now have a number one contender for Tiffany Stratton. The tag champions are back.
There's
there are still
bound to be something happening with Randy Orton.
Indeed. And there's a certain beefy boy backstage as well who I'm sure is looking for his next meal. Yeah. Where we go from here, I do not know, but I'm very much looking forward to finding out. And we hope you are too. See you soon.
Catch you then.